And fighting out of the red corner from the Darlington Boxing and Martial Arts Academy, ladies and gentlemen, introducing in charge of the action, Mr. Tommy Myers, and this is 5 3-minute rounds. Seconds out, round 1.
So here we go. Round 1 of what's scheduled 5 3-minute rounds of full Muay Thai action. Myself, Sandy Holt, joining with me at ringside, Paul Ford, who's been absolutely instrumental in this. He's predicted so many of the fight's results. He's got an eye for the game. He's been giving us the stats. Paul, how do you see this fight going?
I think it's going to be a really kind of, again, first round, they're going to feel each other out. They're really going to get the range, get the measure up. Like you say, Dixon's got the better KO record, so as the fight progresses, 3rd, 4th, 5th round, he might be looking for the knockout shot. Depends how he finds the fights going.
A nice lean back there from Michael. I love that move. Just excellent. Leans back with precision. The kick just goes over the top of the head, misses by centimetres, in fact millimetres, and that is calculation on the fighter's behalf. You know, you can't get a razor blade between some of these sometimes. It's that, absolutely, you know, it's like Formula 1 of fighting.
And I think Dix, probably with his knockout ratio, looking at his physique, he's going to have a lot of raw power because he's not built up hugely. No. He looks very fit, and it looks like he's going to have a lot of kind of raw, natural power.
Yeah, I mean, look at the size of the Thai's legs. I've always said that. Ooh, nice big punch from the Superboy. Look at his calves, like thunderballs. Oh my God. Thais are known for that, big legs, big kickers. Do thousands and thousands of kicks back at home in Thailand. These guys, remember, do it for a living. Over here, we do it as a secondary hobby. A lot of our fighters in this country, you know, go to work, do 8 hours, and then go to the gym for 2. Thais are in the gym 8 hours. That was a good move by Michael Dix there, just coming inside Superboy right across. So Sitjaipetch, trainer over there, Craig O'Flynn from Ireland, 100 fights himself. I've watched him fight many times. Got a camp in Thailand, hence the name, Sit, which means student. Jaipetch, the name of the camp. And he's got a camp in Thailand and in Ireland. He's over here now in England, so he's a man of all seasons, man of all countries, bringing us his stablemate before, Super K, and now we've got Superboy. All fights exchanging good punches, body punches, head punches, measuring each other out with the hands and legs. Yeah, it seems to me that Superboy's really got his measure already. He's trying to pick Michael Dix off, but Dix is working well with the hands. I interviewed this gentleman last night at the weigh-in, and I asked him, you know, through a translator, and I said, you know, how you feel about the fight, how confident are you? He said 100%. I said, so it's 100% then? He went, yes. And he answered that in English, so he understood that. He's got no doubts in his mind. And that's what you've got to do, you know, when you come into this ring, you know, you've got to be absolutely sure of yourself. You know, but that's what the trainers, whoa! Muay Thai against drugs title, and he's now got his stablemate though, he's in the corner for encouragement. And Dix is straight out for the round, so keen to get on with the action, I think. So here we go, round 2, joining Paul Hamilton to help him out. We've got Sir Dave Croft from Bradford. It's always good to see the English boys helping each other out in the corners. Both fighters testing each other now with the body kicks. Nice block from Michael, reply with the left hook. That was a lovely shot by Superboy. Straight above us, but I think it was on Dix's gloves. Yeah, nice left hook and right elbow by Superboy as well. But Michael, look how serious he's taking the tie. Look at his guard, tight as cramp. He seems to be working the range well, Dix. He's trying to stay out of the range of Superboy, and then kind of just, once Superboy's attacks, countering, trying to counter him back. You can hear Paul keep the right on tight, because look at that left kick. But nice catch from Michael. It looks like Dix has got blood on his chest. It's coming from above his eye. Oh. He's got a cut above the right eye. caught.
And Superboy's seen that.
Taking the cameraman out with him.
Almost takes the cameraman out. But Dix is cut. Didn't see what caused the cut, but he's cut.
Oh, we didn't see that. We're blindside to where we was at the commentary station here on ringside, but the Thai has seen blood. He'll smell blood and go for blood. Look. I mean, Paul did warn him. He says, keep that right hand up. It could have been from the kick, you know.
It might have been. We didn't see it, so, but like you say, almost like a shark, Superboy smelled the blood and got in for the kill.
And that's not good so early on in this round. At the start of round 2, a cut there, Michael Dix on the eye.
But again, Dix bringing the fight straight back to Superboy.
Beautiful lean back and follow the right leg. Great timing from Michael Dix.
As I was saying before, he seems to try and stay out of Superboy's range.
Yeah, and a big high point there, Paul. Going for the spinning elbow. And this as well, you know, when a fighter gets caught, they're very dangerous because they know they're caught and they go for gold, and that's what Michael's doing.
He is. He's doing very well as well at the moment. Really bringing the fight to Superboy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that's what, because I've seen this before. I've seen fighters get caught and I've seen them win. They turned it around for that reason because nice turn for Michael. As I said, what happens is they know they're caught and they think, I do not want to lose a fight on a cut, so I'm not going to let the doctor decide it. I'm going to decide it.
And in that early exchange, Dix had a lovely uppercut as well.
And I said, I did mention in the corner, Dave. I'll discuss Dave Croft. He is a cut man, a good one too, and he is there for a reason. And I'm glad he's there. And I'll explain this in the round when it finishes this round.
So Dix really taking the fight to Superboy, but at the moment, Superboy looking unfazed and was trying to land a few elbows earlier on.
And a nice, what a good fight. That got the crowd going. Well, there he goes. I'm just going to mention this about the gentleman there now is in that corner with Michael Dix. You know, look, we need to see that cut. We've got Dave Croft from Bradford. He's helping out Paul Hamilton. He's an excellent, excellent cut man. And he will staunch that cut. Now, luckily, the blood isn't going in the eye. It's coming down the temple. This is important, Paul. He knew he was cut, and he thought, I've got to go for this, and that's what he did.
He really tried to open up on the tie.
Wow.
So let's see how this third round pans out.
Exciting stuff, Paul. Privileged to be sat here ringside on this great show Paul Hamilton has put together, and his own fighter on the line here. World title fight against Superboy from the Sitjaipetch camp in Thailand.
Oh, they're both opening up now, really both enjoying this.
Thai laughing, lean back, low kick. Somebody is going to get hit and hurt. Nice inside low kick.
Well, it's ranked, in Lupini, he's ranked number 6. In the Siam Omni Stadium, he's ranked number 3.
Yeah, the Siam Noi ranked number 3. The Rajadam Nur number 4 and Lumpini number 6, so he's highly rated fighter. Michael beats this guy, he's got a great scalp.
And again, you can see him like you noticed before with Super K. Superboy's looking down at Dix. Maybe he's just trying to draw Dix's attention away.
And then he's going to pull the high kick up. The gum shield's out, he means business. And look at that, that shows the sign of a good fighter. He's just looked at his corner man, he said right hook, and he did it, and listen, that is integral to Muay Thai. Oh, and a big left
good
hook.
shot by Dix
like a sort of a jab and a hook at the same time. Going for the knee to the head. He's going to go for the knee to the head. No, over the rope. Tony Myers there in there. Well, Dave Cross done a great job of sealing that cut, hasn't he?
He has indeed, and I think, like you were in earlier fight, I'm so absorbed by the fight. I haven't any idea how I'm going to score this.
2 big downward elbows there from Michael Dix. Downward elbows to the head. And that's what I like about the connection, the communication between trainer and fighter. Paul and Michael Dix have got it beautifully. Oh, spinning elbow. The Thai ducked out of that one.
And you can see the blood on the Superboy's chest, and I think that's obviously coming from the Michael Dix's cut.
Yeah, the cut will have opened up a little bit because it's hot in there. Blood will be flowing. Oh, beautiful
nice
right elbow from Michael Dix.
Lovely elbow.
Crowd absolutely just going for it every time these two strike each other, and especially Michael. Well, like I say, he's done a pretty good job. That cut hasn't opened up badly at all. Let's hope he can sustain that, keep it contained.
And you see Dix is constantly coming forward, constantly putting Superboy under pressure. Lovely combination there.
A left, right, left. Nice elbow, he's got control of the clinch, look at that. Right above us here.
And at one stage, I suddenly thought I was going to have a Superboy land straight in commentary position.
A Superboy headbutt on the commentators.
Oh, again! What a shot by Dix!
Right elbow by Dix. Dix is on fire. As I said, what happens is when a fighter gets cut, not just the opponent smells blood, the fighter who's been cut smells his own blood and goes, right, I need to do something. And it fired him up, hasn't it?
Indeed, that's Dix's round. On my card, that is Dix's round. And wonderfully well there, working in with the elbows.
Was lost, they're pulling the anklets off, they're trying to get rid of it, they spat the gum shield out. The guy knows he's behind, he means business. What a world title fight. More than worthy, the pair of them.
Oh, more than worthy. It's, I mean, we've had so many good fights, you can't pick out a fight of the night so far.
You know, we talk about nail biters. You know, I've been quoting cliches all night. I am actually, and I am not joking, sat on the edge of my seat here in the commentary box. I am not joking. That's how exciting this fight is. And the viewers back at home now watching this, you know, you've got to appreciate Muay Thai at its best. The art and science of 8 limbs, and you are seeing it all. Nice now, sneaking a left elbow from Michael.
And again, I think sweat is raining down on the commentary position here.
And again, Dave Cross done an awesome job at sealing that cut. Whoa!
Right cross. And again, as a shower goes over us.
Splish splash, you were taking a bath, the water sprays over us. Did you see that? Beautiful technique, punch to the head right above where we are. Nice time kick, follows with the elbow. We're actually looking right up the armpits of the fighters here.
Well, you can certainly see where Michael Dix gets his knockout record from.
I tell you what, if we're any closer to the action, we'll be wearing them gloves. And again, great refereeing from Tony Myers, stopping them from leaving the ring. And look at that again, I really like this connection between Michael Dix and his trainer. He pure listens, he looks, he listens and tries. That is what I admire in a fighter, when fighters listen. And if you're a fighter and a trainer and you're listening to this, guys, you know, I've humbly got 21 fights. You know, I'm not in the league of these guys, but let me tell you, as a trainer now and as a fighter, listen to your corner man, and that's what Michael's doing.
I think Superboy's realised that Michael Dix is getting on top of him in this round, and he's really got to step the game up.
Paul's just looked over at me as much to say, come on, we can do this. Paul Hamilton, but to me, the initiator all the time is Michael.
It is. He's coming forward, he's taking a fight to Superboy, and at times he's really...
Paul's getting animated now, he's asking him to pull him back and get the knee to the head. Right low, look at that, he's listening really well. He's right low again, he's listening.
And that's a hard thing to do when you're in the ring, because you're blocking everything out, so...
Absolutely. I mean, you're talking about a world title fight. He's doing it, to me, he's doing 99% right.
Again, Dix is doing well in this round. I've got him ahead on this round.
Absolutely. He's just taking the fight to the tie, isn't he?
He really is.
He really is taking the fight to the tie, full on. Again, that corner, I keep mentioning it, Dave Cross done a wonderful job in the corner. Again, this is all down to the corner team. This is... Whoa!
I didn't see that because to get the referee.
Spinning reverse elbow.
Tony Myers.
I tell you what, Tyler must have heard the crowd. We're here in Watford, the Colosseum, 2,000 plus people. The crowd are animated, we're animated. This is spectacular.
And Dix's defensive work is good as well. Fantastic round, I had that for Dix. Excellent defensive work.
Wow.
It's really taken the fight to the tie, so for me, Dix won that round.
So we're going to give that fourth round and then another 10-9, big scoring round, the fourth round. So Michael Dix is winning.
He's just got to bring it home now in this round, but I don't think Superboy is going to take it lightly. He knows he's got a fire in his hands.
And I'm sure he knows.
What he's going to do.
Absolutely, Paul. I think he knows he's behind too. Ty's know instinctively, especially with that fight record. When he's had 120 fights, he knows the game inside and out.
And that was a lovely kick from Superboy.
Nice hopping front kick from Superboy. Superboy getting quite confident here. I don't know whether he thinks he is ahead. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not going to be over till the fat lady sings. And to me, there's no fat ladies in this place.
And you know what? It's a good job I brought my umbrella, because I'm going to have to put it up in a second if we get any more sweat raining down us from this fight.
Nice little trip there from the tie, offsetting the balance of Michael. And Michael has got that right hand high and he needs to, because Superboy's got a good left kick,
He's got,
which I think was what probably got that cut. We didn't see it, we weren't sure about the elbow. I do believe that left kick that he was firing up earlier on probably did the trick. But like I said, that hasn't, to me, all that cut's done has turned the fight round. It's fired Michael up.
I think it has, but you saw Superboy actually caught Michael Dix just above his glove earlier on in the round. So, like I say, Dix has got to keep that right hand up, and he knows it.
Yeah, he's still going for that Superboy, isn't he? Because he's had that effect early on. He's going for that. But Michael has got that right hand pretty much concrete high. Solid.
But again, Superboy's really bringing the fight to him as well in this, the fifth and final round of this world title fight.
Paul Hamilton is making his fighter work. Don't leave it to chance. Don't leave it to points. You know, you can lose a fight. You know, remember this is Muay Thai scoring. It's about effect. To me, I really do think Michael's ahead, but you know, it's about these three judges here today.
That's it. We've got him one round ahead, so it's all on Superboy winning this last round.
Again, the spinning elbow just going off the top of the head. Big score if it would have landed. And you've got a bit, probably about 30 seconds left in this fifth and final round. Michael has got to really like his guard. He's taking his fight so seriously.
Cracking left elbow there again.
So is it going to be one back for England versus Thailand? In my opinion it is, but like I said, that bell's not gone yet. The judges haven't drawn the cards. They haven't closed it with a deal with the pens. What's it going to be? What a great fight.
This is very, very close, this last round. Little Superboy using his legs to get
he has been busy, hasn't he? Nice uppercut elbow from Michael into the clinch. Controlling the clinch well. Taking him, yes, good, excellent. Nice knee from the Thai. Back onto the ropes. Good elbow again. Good elbow from Michael. Good use of the control of the clinch. Good. We must have, what, 10 seconds left? I don't know.
Long. I'm watching that bell.
Paul's urging his fighter. Good teep front kick. Big marks on the Thai's face from the elbow.
I think Dix has got that.
I've got Michael ahead.
I think Dix has done enough to win that.
Yes, I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a majority decision.
Majority.
Judge 3 scores it 49 level. Judge 2 scores it 49-47. Judge 1 scores it 50-48 in favour of the winner. In the blue corner, Superboy! World champion from Thailand, Superboy!
I apologise for I am not booing, I will never boo. I apologise for me no, but I really sincerely thought Michael Dix had that fight. I was the majority, definitely to the red corner. The Thai had a share. 2 judges to 1 would have been fair. 2 to 1, seriously, to red. Very surprised, very surprised.